Let's check in with Velma, see how things are going. Oh, it's back down to 50%. It's funny because every time this happens, a critic will run in and give this a better score so that it doesn't dip below 50%, which it's already done once. It actually dipped to 46 or 48%, and then some good reviews magically rolled in to fix it. Audience score seems to be staying at 6%, which is pretty bad. And we've talked about that before. This is now the third worst rated show of all time. Quite an accomplishment. Mindy Kaling should be very proud of herself. You have to try to do that, I think. Like, that's, to get to that level of failure, it's an accomplishment in itself. It really is. It really is. So I'm eagerly awaiting the moment that this drops below 50%. What an embarrassing feat it'll be when this is lower than 50 permanently. Only 28 ratings. You know what's funny about this show? I really did think that this was going to get the Santa Inc. treatment, which still, I believe, has no ratings for its Rotten Tomatoes, because they just didn't want to go there with it. Everyone just stayed away from it because it was so bad that they didn't want to go against it because, well, it's doing all the right things that they like this show does. But this show, you actually had 28 souls willing to give it a rating, critic size. And so that's just kind of funny. Everyone's willing to step up and say, this is shit. Maybe it's Seth Rogen. Maybe that's why they didn't want to criticize Santa Inc., because they're all afraid of him. Wasn't it him and Sarah Silverman? Maybe they didn't want to criticize them. So things not going well. Got even worse, actually, because you actually have an alumni of Scooby Doo. This woman played Daphne on a version of Scooby Doo. I don't think she played the original. She's too young for that. She played a Daphne, I think, from... Maybe she did play the original. I don't know. I don't think she did. There's no way she played the original Daphne. I think she played her on a more recent version of her. But either way, she did play a Daphne, and she's taken some shots at the show. She said, Jeepers. Jeepers. Which means it's bad. And she posts this picture. Velma becomes worst rated animated TV series in IMDb history. And somebody says to her, every time they don't have you back as Daphne, that edition of Scooby Doo is a disaster. Wonder why. And she posts a couple of hearts and nail polish meme or emojis there. So I wonder if she watched it and didn't hate it. Now, what's funny, usually Fred's a rich white guy. Jiggy, shut the F up. That's actually pretty good. I think I'm going to use that as a thumbnail eventually. But everyone in here is laughing and agreeing. Because the show is shit. You're a better Daphne. At last, you finally acknowledge this crappy Scooby-Doo spinoff existence. So what's your opinion on Velma? I missed this Daphne already. Gray really said trolled. Zoinks, don't think it would be a ripoff and thought they would at least ask you to play Daphne since you're one of the best voices I know to do her. There's no love for this franchise in this series. They only have the tie-in to get a reaction. If these characters went by any other names, no one would watch or care, but real fans know the gang is better than this. That's actually a very true comment. If they had gone with original characters and done their own thing, nobody would be watching this and nobody would care. I wouldn't be making videos on it. I wouldn't be talking about it. I don't care what they do with original characters. Put it out there to die. Or be good. But given what they've done with this, it wouldn't have mattered if they had made original characters or not. It would have been shit. It would have been awful. No one would have wanted to touch it. So it's just, I like seeing this. It's funny. Please stop calling her Velma. It's not Velma. It's Mindy. Just another egotistical self-insert. I actually agree. So everyone in here is trashing it. Everyone in here is trashing it, and I think that that's hilarious because it's awful. Some people are covering it. Gray DeLisi, voice of Daphne, throws shade at Velma. Jeepers. And then you see a picture of Daphne there on a stage, and then the other one is a screenshot of what she posted. This is from the Cartoon News and at Scooby History. Now, I don't think any of these are official accounts of Cartoon Network or Warner's, just fan accounts. But even the fan accounts are shitting on Velma. Nobody's running defense for this show. That shows you how bad it is. It really is. Because usually when something like this happens, and a couple have tried, they'll run out and they'll run damage control. And they'll try to, shit on the fans and make the fans that don't like this stuff look bad. And they tried that, and it didn't work. Because everyone's actually watched this and agrees that it's awful. That's why it's the third worst television series of all time. That speaks for itself on how bad it is. So, you can call it review bombing or whatever you want, but it's not really going to work this time. And that makes me love this even more. I love seeing this show go down in flames because it deserves to. You took a beloved franchise and you shit on it, and you expect people to praise that just because it's woke? No, I don't think so. And Mindy Kaling is getting a lot of heat. A lot of heat. A lot of people trying to run defense for her, and it's not working. I wonder if she'll be able to work again after this, to be honest. Because, you put something like out, you've now lost Warner, probably a couple $1 million in the toilet. We'll see. I guess it'll depend if that season 2 really happens. And if that season 2 happens, then F Warner anyway, but you at this point you will deserve all of the hate and money that you lose. But look at this. I just wanted to bring this up before we end the video. CBR.com made an article not too long ago talking about how this version of Shaggy is the best version yet. And now they put out an article saying Velma solves the mystery of the most toxic male, and it's not Fred. No, it's now Shaggy. So now CBR.com doing an about face because they've realized that, because they always run damage control. Now they've realized that even the people that they're trying to please hate this show, so now they're flipping the script. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed, hit that notification bell. Throw a like up. Check out my Rumble and Locals, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my Locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my Locals.